Tired of beating yourself up for who you are? Exhausted with this expectation that because you're ace, you must be unhappy or your life sounds unfulfilled? Being ace is whatever you make it. That's why today I've prepared this guide, sort of a playbook, a cheat code, life hacks to help you live your best asexual life. If you're asexual and just want to better understand asexual experiences, stick around. These tips are going to help you navigate your life with confidence and pride. If you're seeing my channel for the first time, my name is Patrick, and I make aromantic and asexual content. We do education, we do advocacy, we inspire, we do everything under the sun, everything aspec. So be sure to like, follow, and subscribe for more. Now let's start with one of the biggest challenges, dealing with sexual pressure. It can be tough when people ask you intrusive questions or try to push you into uncomfortable situations. Here's some hacks to handle those situations with ease. Prepare a few responses in advance. For example, if someone asks about your sexual interests, you could say, "I'm not interested in sex, and I'd prefer to keep that part of my life private." It's polite and it's firm. Or maybe you do want to open up about your asexuality. Maybe you might say, "I'm ace, so sexual attraction really isn't my thing, but I have other things I'm looking for." That works as a good segue to other topics that keeps the conversation going if you're not looking to expand on it much further yet. Now, asexuality is, of course, a spectrum. Some aces are interested in sex, even if they don't experience attraction. That's perfectly valid. So if neither of those examples fit your experience, that's okay. Rework them or create something that's right for you and your experience and have it ready to go. Also have something ready to help you be clear about your boundaries. You might say, "I'm comfortable discussing many things, but sexual topics aren't something I want to engage in." This helps establish limits and reduces pressure. Again, rework it to fit your experiences and your own personal boundaries. Now let's talk about understanding your needs and creating a comfortable environment. Keep in mind that sexuality can be fluid, and so can your comfort in discussing it with certain people. Regularly assess your comfort level with sexual health discussions. This can help you stay aligned with your preferences. If you're uncomfortable, it's okay to communicate that to others or seek information in ways that respects your comfort zone. Also consider creating a comfort zone for yourself, a place in your home that reaffirms who you are and that you can feel comfortable embracing that. For me, this is it right here. I've got the asexual flag behind me. I've got the proclamations for Ace Week right here. This is my spot. Now let's cover managing romantic relationships. This can be tricky, but with the right approach, it can be fulfilling and respectful. Be upfront about your asexuality. For example, you might say, "I'm ace, so I don't experience sexual attraction, but I do value emotional intimacy and connection." This helps set clear expectations from the start. Remember though, relationships are a two-way street. Discuss and agree on what works for both you and your partners. It might mean focusing on non-sexual activities or finding alternative ways to connect, but finding what works for both of you and communicating those needs regularly is key. Let's talk about self-care. Embracing and celebrating your asexuality is important for your own well-being, but also so is feeling the feelings that you need to feel. Sometimes you're not going to be a big fan of your asexuality. That's okay. Don't let those feelings take over all the time, but feel them when you need to. Engage in activities that reinforce your asexual identity, like exploring hobbies that you love or participating in asexual communities. For instance, creating art that celebrates asexuality or joining online forums. Use techniques like mindfulness or stress relief exercises to manage any anxiety or frustration. Practices like meditation, journaling, or gentle exercises can be helpful. Something that helps me as a creative outlet is writing poetry about my experiences. Like I said, feel what you need to feel, but also have some techniques ready to work your way back out of it. Moving on to personal growth and embracing your identity. This is all about understanding and celebrating who you are. Spend time reflecting on what asexuality means to you and how it fits into your life. Celebrate milestones and achievements related to your identity, whether big or small. Look for role models within the asexual community who inspire you. Their experiences and stories can offer validation and motivation. Some of mine include Yasmin Benoit, Cody Daigle-Oriens, Angsty Ace, and many, many others that you've seen me talk about in my channel. Now let's talk about finding and building your support network. Connecting with others who understand your experiences can be really, really valuable. Engage with online forums, social media groups, or communities dedicated to asexuality. Websites like Avon or Reddit's asexuality community can be great places to start. If you're interested, I even have a Discord server with over 300 members. The link is in the description of every one of my videos. If possible, look for local asexual meetups or events where you can connect with people face to face. Building local connections can provide additional support and friendship. Another key to a happy life for anybody is self-expression. Let's explore ways to celebrate your asexual identity through personal expression. Personalize your living space with asexual pride items such as flags, art, or themed decor. It's a great way to surround yourself with positive affirmations about your identity. Develop personal rituals or celebrations that honor your identity. This could be something like a yearly celebration of your self-acceptance journey, or creating a personal playlist of songs that resonate with your experiences. I've made a handful of playlists myself, and every year on International Asexuality Day, it doubles as a celebration for me as the anniversary of the day that I came out. Let's end with a crucial hack: reframing your thinking about asexuality. Sometimes society's norms and expectations can affect how we view ourselves. Here's how to shift your perspective. Recognize that asexuality is a valid and meaningful orientation, even if it differs from mainstream expectations. Remind yourself that your experiences are legitimate and valuable. Replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations. For example, instead of thinking that you don't fit in, remember how much diversity your experiences actually bring. Or instead of thinking of yourself as an outsider, try to remember that if anything, you're an innovator, building and strengthening connections that work for you. Embrace what makes you unique and find pride in your asexual identity. Celebrate it as a part of your personal journey rather than a deviation from the norm. That's all for today's video on asexuality life hacks. I hope you found these tips helpful and that they make your journey a bit smoother. If you have any more hacks or tips you'd like to share, drop them in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more Aro and Ace content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.